There appears to be some good news on the vaccine front in India. The indigenously developed Covaxin could be ready by February next year. This is important for a couple of reasons. One, it's arriving ahead of schedule, and two, it will reduce India's dependence on foreign vaccines. The question, of course, is how safe is it? Our next report gets you the details.
India is fast-tracking its homegrown vaccine for COVID-19. Government scientists say it could be rolled out as early as February 2021. Covaxin is India's big bet against COVID-19. It is being developed by Bharat Biotech and ICMR and is a fully indigenous project. So where does Covaxin stand right now? Phase 1 was held in July. 350 volunteers from 12 centres in India took part. The results were encouraging. So, Phase 2 was approved. This time, 380 volunteers were involved. They were monitored for 4 days after being administered the vaccine. With Phase 1 and Phase 2 completed, Covaxin is now moving on to Phase 3, large-scale trials. Phase 3 will feature 26,000 volunteers at 25 centres from across India. It is expected to begin later this month. The announcement comes as a welcome surprise. Earlier, makers said the vaccine would be ready only by the second quarter of 2021. A February rollout is way ahead of schedule for Covaxin. Government scientists say the vaccine is safe and effective. ICMR is ready to deploy it even before Phase 3 trials. But there are risks associated with this. So the decision has been left to the Health Ministry. In September, India's Health Minister hinted at emergency authorization for a COVID vaccine, especially for the elderly population. Considering India's large caseload, such an exception cannot be ruled out. Until now, India's hopes were pinned on Britain's AstraZeneca. But work on the vaccine is taking longer than expected. Reports say deliveries will run late. This means India will have to look elsewhere. A homegrown jab looks like the best bet. India is not alone in doing this. Australia is set to buy 135 million doses of various vaccines. Prime Minister Scott Morrison says he does not want to put all his eggs in the same basket. India's Wuhan virus outbreak is tapering off. Since mid-September, daily cases have plunged significantly. But as we've seen in Europe and US, a second wave is always a possibility. Covaxin could be crucial in holding off new infections. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
Co-presented by Skoda. Simply clever.